The state remains provision of sound infrastructure like roads to ensure constant movement of persons and goods. Governor Biodun Oyebanji of Ekiti State got some reassurance from the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi. The ongoing road project in the southwest states will get speedy attention. While inspecting some federal roads in the state, Umahi commended Governor Oyebanji for his commitments to infrastructure upgrade in the state and assured him of timely completion of the road project, like the dualization of Akure, Ikere, Ado Road, the Ado Abuad Ijo Road, and the Abuad Industrial Park Road, which is a model of concrete road. Ikeo. Two positive results here. Federal government's commitment to delivering good roads to Nigerians in 2 years, and Governor Oyebanji's proactive stance on Ekiti road infrastructure.
You know, you've got to, again, give credit to Dave Umahi for what is done in this administration. If you are to list the 4 ministers that are doing very well in this administration, there is no way you will leave out Dave Umahi. You may not like him as a person. Everyone has his faults. Some say he's arrogant. It's up to him to change his ways. If he thinks that helps him, good luck to him. But we won't sit here and not acknowledge that he's doing some work. And he has visited some parts of Nigeria where you have the worst roads, and he's trying his best to make change happen. He burst into tears while driving through some of the highways in our country. He got information firsthand about how deplorable our roads are. And I'm happy that he's gone to Ekiti in continuation of his work. You can see the Third Mainland Bridge. You need to drive on Third Mainland Bridge at this time. It's extremely smooth. You will think you are driving somewhere outside Nigeria because the road is well marked, making it look like a road of international standards. You can see well marked and so smooth, so smooth. In fact, people are being warned now to be careful the way they drive on this road because you are tempted to overspeed. And I've been told that on April 4, it will be ready. So the pains that our people are going through, going to the island and passing through, driving through Western Avenue and all that, will be a thing of the past. This same governor, this same former governor, has also redesigned, partly redesigned the second Niger Bridge, and in the process helped us to save billions of naira. So we've got to give him credit. And just as he said, these roads in Ekiti help people to access other parts of the country. For example, a good number of luxury buses, commuter buses generally, and other people pass through Ekiti to get to the north, to get to Abuja and all these places, largely because of insecurity. There are shorter routes, but those shorter routes, you could be kidnapped. So Ekiti is safer in spite of some of the recent developments there. So people want to use those roads, and because of that, those roads, a good number of them have been damaged over time. Now it's assuring the people and the governor of Ekiti State that is going to make sure that those roads are delivered in good time. And he's also not happy about the quality of work, so he's promising that the quality of work will improve. So kudos to Dave Umahi, the Minister of Works, the first Minister of Works from the southeast of Nigeria, and is delivering. He's making, giving a good account of himself This is what we want to see, that energy, that commitment, that desire, that fire in the belly to justify the confidence reposed in you by the president in giving you the appointment.
Sekian, how does that make you feel?
Well, I'll take up from where BK said, where he said the first Minister of Works from Southeast, which very lay credence to the fact that what BK is saying in essence is that the government, the president should give more ministers from the Southeast. I
have no opposition.
I know.
There are many Umahi from the Southeast.
Yes, he can't even say otherwise. Because else we withdraw the chieftaincy title we gave him. So he has no choice. This man is Okunoha, so he cannot be said that. But on a more serious note, personally, I'm not an admirer of Chief Umahi, as it were. Yes, when he was governor, I'm not talking now. Okay. You know, I had my reservation about him when he was in Ebonyi State. Some of the things he did as much as he did a lot of projects. But the way he handles some insecurity and the opposition to a large extent, I wasn't too happy with that. So I was skeptical when he was picked as a minister and given that portfolio. But he has shocked even some of us that are his critics. Within the last few months, we've seen what he has done. One is the fact that is why we say it is always good to put round pegs in round hole. Pick people that know the job. Mm-hmm. And that is why we've always said, people like me have always said that when the president is picking his ministers, attach the portfolios to them before sending it to the National Assembly, so that they can add informed questions on issues. Not when you pick some people's name and just send them to the National Assembly and you're asking somebody about road. At the end of it, or they make a Minister of Health or Minister of Information. It's a waste of time. David Umahi has been able to deliver. And we did the limited resources at his disposal. BK spoke extensively about the Third Mainland Bridge. I use the Third Mainland Bridge every day. And I will tell you that I'm shocked. In the last 20 going to 30 years, we've not had this so good on Third Mainland Bridge. There was a time that I was on this program, I was saying that the Third Mainland Bridge had turned to a dead zone. Because if you see the potholes on that bridge, at time you can swallow a road trailer. Yes. If you don't take your time, yes, you can swallow a road, because if you're not careful the way you drive and you hit that profile, there's the possibility that you just be thrown into the ocean. And it was that bad. And I was asking at that time, every time that last government, they will close it down for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They say they are doing palliative measures, they are repairing it. At the end of it all, they open it and you come to ask yourself, is this what they repaired? The whole place was dilapidated, but this one was closed. Within a short time, you need to see what the Third Mainland Bridge has, and I give it to him. The second one also, they started the Lagos-Calabar route. I think it's about 500 kilometers. Coastal road is about 500 to 700 kilometers. The job is ongoing. Imagine when they finish that road, what it takes. You are driving from Lagos. If you are going to the south, someone like me, if I'm going to the south, I don't need to go through all these, through this, I go through Benin, go through Ore. I just go through that route, hit Calabar, and from there, go to my state. That is a good. And another point is that the quality. You know, when he came into office, he said, he was giving a good classical example that most of the roads that we have will not last more than 10 years or 5 years. He was an advocate of the concrete, the use of cement. And I was saying that, is this man crazy at all? Cement, where are you going to get cement? Do you know how much cement is? That is going to, but he insisted. If you see the thickness of most of the roads now that are being built by the federal government, you'll be shocked. In fact, what you need, even Lagos State is also doing that. If you take a drive, going to Ajah towards Ekpe, and see the job that a particular construction company, I think it's high tech or something like that, the level of job they are doing, concrete job they are doing, those roads will last. So I give it to Mr. David Umahi, and as I said, let us also believe that he will continue on this trend, so that if not after 1 year or 2 years, we now start to see some level of it. The third one is that I also have to commend the president, because if you listen to what he says whenever he goes to the president and make requests, since this is a critical structure for this present government, the president normally give him the approval. Why the government give that approval is that because he believes he will deliver. Because there are some people that also give such this thing and they don't deliver. Then on the final note, we are talking about ministers. Let me also put this in. there are still one or two ministers that let me give you classical example. The Minister of Interior, that guy is working. Jumoke? Ojo is his name. Jumoke, I went to Abuja to get international passport. My 10-year international passport. They asked me how long it took me to take.
How long? 24
hours.
Really?
I'm telling you, I'm saying this on national television. 24 hours. Just less than 48 hours. I got that. That is the most I've gotten in over 30 years that I'm applying for. That means that you apply for a passport, they take your capture. For 6 months, you didn't get it. You miss your appointment, you miss your trip and the rest of them. I don't know what he has done at that place, and I don't know what the NIS is doing. But I'll tell you that I got my capture. What you do, go to online, register. They ask you to come for capture, and I got my capture within 48 hours. I got my passport, and I came back to Lagos. Things are happening now, and we have to commend those. For those that are not working within the government, I hope they are seeing what the others are doing.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Biki, any last word on this before we move on?
Yeah, I think the president is privileged to have some ministers. A time will come when we'll sit down and look at the ministers that are really doing a lot of work. If you go to Abuja now, you know that Wike is working. Wike may be a rabble-rouser. It may cause problems. There may be a fly in the ointment. But no one can deny that Wike, even right now, has changed the look of Abuja. Go to Asokoro and see road works happening everywhere. And people are saying, but we had a minister here for 8 years without an impact. So that is what we are saying. People will commend ministers when they do well, and I want all of these ministers to be challenged, to know that when they give their best, they will get the commendation that they deserve. This is someone talked earlier about cement being used, concrete roads. Let me put it clearly, concrete roads, because cement is used for every road these days. But what Umahi says is that the roads must be built with concrete, that they will last longer. And when you look at Obajana Road to Kaba, that road has been there for many years. There is not one pothole on that road. You can see that now Dangote has helped with the construction of the road coming from the port. Also using concrete, and the road is very good. Umahi insists that bitumen is even costlier than cement. So we have no reason not to go along that line, but it is not in every part of the country. There are some places in our country where you can still use bitumen, but in some places where you have swamps and all that, water and bitumen, they don't agree. So what I'm saying is there are places where you may still need to use bitumen. For fresh contracts, I agree. But I don't want to see a situation in which after the award of contracts, you now say, no, it has to be delivered through concrete technology.
All right, gentlemen. Let's move on to security matters. The rising rate of